everyone. Welcome back to Mandarin Pod for Children. I'm Grace, and today we're diving into a fresh strategy that can make a huge difference in your child's Mandarin learning journey, especially if you've ever wondered how to keep your child motivated over time. Today we're not just talking about textbooks or flashcards. We're talking about two powerful and underused tools, micro-rewards and reflection moments. And to help us explore these ideas, I'm joined by James, a parent living in the US with a 5-year-old son named Sam, who's been learning Mandarin for over a year now. Welcome, James.
Hey Grace, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I've definitely made a few mistakes and discoveries along the way with Sam's Chinese learning, and I'm happy to share what's worked and what hasn't.
That's exactly what we need. So let's start with this. How did things go after the first few months of Sam starting Chinese? Did the motivation stay high?
Honestly, not really. At first it was all fun, new songs, new words, and we even got little stickers for completing lessons. But after about 3 months, it was like the novelty wore off. He'd say things like, "Do we have to do Chinese today? Or can I just watch TV instead?" That's when I realized we needed more than just lessons. We needed a system.
That's such a common point where many parents feel stuck, and that's exactly where today's topic comes in. Let's break it down. The first part of this strategy is micro-rewards. Now, when I say reward, James, what comes to mind for you?
I used to think of big stuff like ice cream if he finishes a book or a new toy for good effort. But I quickly realized that's not sustainable, and it doesn't teach consistency.
Exactly. Micro-rewards are the opposite. They're tiny, frequent, and connected to the learning moment. Think of it like this: instead of saying if you finish 10 lessons, you get a prize, you say, "Hey, great job repeating that sentence." And then maybe give a high five, a sticker, or just a big smile.
Yes, Mom, that changed everything for us. We actually started a little Mandarin jar at home. Every time Sam speaks a new word or tries a sentence, he gets to drop a marble in the jar. When it fills up, he gets to pick a special family activity, like choosing the bedtime story or what we cook for dinner.
Oh, I love that. The reward is not just stuff, it's emotional, it's family-centered, and it builds positive association. And you're also sending a subtle message: trying is what we celebrate. Not just accuracy, but effort.
Exactly. And it also helped me stop being so focused on getting everything right. I learned to say things like, "I loved how brave you were to try that word, even if it was hard."
That's a beautiful mindset shift. And it brings us to the second tool, reflection moments. Now, reflection doesn't mean sitting down and writing an essay. It can be really simple. James, have you ever asked Sam questions like, "What was your favorite Chinese word today?" or "What was tricky but fun?"
Yes, at first I didn't think a 5-year-old could reflect like that, but it turns out he loved being asked. Every night, just before bed, I ask him, "What did you learn in Chinese that made you smile today?" Sometimes he says, "I like saying dog because it's fun."
That's perfect. It's not about perfection, it's about helping him notice his own learning. And when kids reflect, they remember better. There's even research showing that brief, consistent reflection builds metacognition, basically the ability to think about their own thinking.
That's fascinating. And I noticed something else too. When Sam talks about what he learned, it gives me little insights I would have missed. Like if he keeps saying something is hard, that's a chance to slow down or switch it up.
Right. Reflection is a communication tool between parent and child, not just an academic one. It opens the door for empathy, support, and adjusting expectations. And honestly, it makes learning more human. Let's give our listeners a few practical tips. James, want to share some ways you built in these micro-rewards and reflection habits into your day?
Sure. Here are 5 things that really worked for us. 1. The Mandarin jar. Like I mentioned, we use marbles as a micro-reward. It's visual, fun, and Sam feels in control of his progress. 2. High five moments. Every time Sam finishes a sentence or sings a Chinese song, I give him a high five and say something encouraging. 3. Bedtime reflections. I keep it casual. Just one question like, "What was your favorite word today?" or "What would you like to learn tomorrow?" 4. Weekend sticker charts. We have a simple chart where he puts a sticker if he practices Chinese for 5 minutes each day. No pressure, just consistency. 5. Chinese snack time. Sometimes we try Chinese snacks and learn the names in Mandarin. The reward is the snack itself and the language.
These are brilliant. And they show that you don't need fancy apps or intensive study hours, just small, joyful, consistent moments. Let me add a few more ideas for our listeners. First, praise effort, not outcome. Say things like, I noticed you tried really hard today, rather than just good job. Second, use emotion words in reflection like, was that fun? Did that make you feel proud? These help kids tie emotion to language. Lastly, let kids teach you. Let them quiz you on a word. They love flipping the roles, and it boosts their confidence.
Oh yeah, Sam loves being the teacher. Sometimes he'll even say, Dad, do you know how to say apple in Chinese? And then he laughs if I pretend to guess wrong.
That's golden. Playfulness is one of the most underrated learning tools. And when micro-rewards and reflection are playful and light, kids stick with it naturally. So if I could wrap it all up for today, helping your child stick with Mandarin doesn't require being fluent. It requires being present, being positive, and being a little playful.
Yes. And don't overthink it. Start with one small thing like a bedtime reflection or a sticker for effort. It adds up fast.
Beautifully said. Thank you, James, for sharing your experience. I know a lot of parents will feel encouraged hearing this.
Thank you, Grace. I'm glad to share. And if I can say one last thing, it's this: celebrate the little wins. They're actually the big wins in disguise.
Absolutely. All right, parents, take a moment today to try a micro reward or a reflection moment with your child. You might be surprised how far that tiny step can go. Thanks for listening to Mandarin Pod for Children. DM me to get a free online one-to-one Mandarin lesson plus a free Chinese-themed gift delivered to your doorstep. See you next time.